Hey everybody, Zach Hernandez92 here, back with another Movie Memories Monday. This is number 20. By the title, you already know what it's going to be for. Since it's getting closer and closer to Christmas, I do have a couple more ideas for some Christmas special versions of this. Even though next week is Christmas, literally a week from from tomorrow. I'm actually recording this the day before Movie Memories starts, but the day after, tomorrow, a week from then, is Christmas. I'm actually going to record that one also the day before as well, on Christmas Eve. But next week's episode, I actually have an idea of what it's going to be for. It's going to be hard though. I have so many Christmas specials that I love. I love Christmas so much. It's my favorite time of year, for the main reason that it's Jesus' birthday, and I love Jesus with all of my heart. And they also have the best specials. Christmas has the best specials of any holiday out there. My other favorite holiday has to be, other than Christmas, because I love Christmas so much, has to be Easter, and then Thanksgiving afterwards. Halloween's probably on right after that. It's not my favorite, but mainly because they don't have as much specials. Neither does like Easter or Halloween as much. Or is it Halloween? Sorry, Thanksgiving. But anyway, back to the topic of the video. Home Alone 3 is the one I'm talking about today. Why Home Alone 3 and not, like, let's say, Home Alone 1 or 2? Well, as much as I like 1 and 2 was okay, 3 was always my favorite of the first 3 films. I also like Home Alone 4 and 5. I like all the Home Alone films, but 3 has always been my preferred movie. I'm not sure what it is, I just think it's a better film, honestly. Better acting. I thought it was much better. The traps that, why am I forgetting his name? Alex, did to the villains in this film was much more comedic than the first 2 films were. The first 2 films were kind of, I don't know, the first one was definitely better than the second, in my opinion. It was definitely a little bit more harsh in terms of the villains' punishments in that film than this one. I thought this one was just definitely better story driven. I like the characters in here. They did such a fantastic job, and the special effects were really, really good in this film. Seriously, I don't understand the hate with Home Alone 3. I know it's not liked as much as 1 and 2. I know everyone loves 1 and 2 and hates anything after those 2 films. I wish I had all the others, but I only currently have 1 and 3, because these are the ones that I like the most of the Home Alone films. Home Alone, I want to get eventually Home Alone's 4 and 5. I don't know for sure if I really want to, just because 2 is my least favorite. I know this is going to get a big dislike, just because of me saying I don't like Home Alone 2 as much as others. I like them all, but I just think 2 is not the greatest of the Home Alone films. 5 was a really good story driven. It's just 5, the only thing I didn't like from 5 was the fact that there wasn't as many creative traps for the villains in that film. There were some decent comedy routines in there, a really good story. Just the hijinks in it was just not the greatest. Home Alone 4 was definitely the better film, I think, than 5. I think it starred the guy who played Inspector Gadget, when JonTron thought it was the guy who was Ernest, which is Jim Varney. He thought he was the person who played in that, but no, it wasn't him. It was the person who played Inspector Gadget. The live-action adaptations. Anyway, I'm not sure if I've unboxed this on my channel or not, but this is my personal favorite. My favorite scene is when one of the villains, one of the male villains was going to the bedroom, seeing Alice, and seeing what was going on with her, and all of a sudden the rat jumped into this guy's pants, and there was like a hole there, and Alice seen it, and tried to whack it without saying a word. It just whacked him in let's just say in a front yard, and it looked painful, but his squealing and what he says afterwards just makes it even better. I just don't understand they hate this for this film. The only thing I don't like is really just the language, I guess. Cussing I don't care for. It's just not funny to me. It's not really creative. But other than just the language, I think this film is fantastic. I just don't get it. 1 was great, 2 was okay, 3 was fantastic, 4 was good, 5 was not as great, but still good. But it seems like after the first 2, everyone just doesn't like it. But anyway, let's read what the back says. The U.S. Air Force has a new secret weapon, and he's only 8 years old. From comedy legend John Hughes comes the hilarious, action-packed hit that lots of fun for the entire family. It says Kids Network, News Network, I can't talk. A band of international crooks has a hidden military computer chip inside a toy car, but an important mix-up lands it in the hands of a whiz kid, Alex Pruitt. His real name is actually Alex in real life, Alex D. Linz, who's home alone with the chickenpox in a quiet Chicago suburb when criminals zero in on Alex's house with their high-tech gadgetry. I can't talk at all today. Madness and mayhem kick into high gear as the pint-sized hero defends himself armed with an outrageous array of ambushes and booby traps. But I don't get it. This film is just so good. I just never understood why anyone hated it. Home Alone 3, fantastic film. I really, really enjoy Home Alone 3 more than I do all the other films. I watch it more than the others. Granted, growing up, I don't remember actually having them on VHS. I think we might have had Home Alone 1 and 3 on VHS, maybe 2. But I haven't seen those films in our VHS tapes collection in ages. I'm not sure whatever happened to them. Watched them every year when they were live on TV as well, so that's always a good thing. Home Alone has been a franchise that I'm kind of glad they just never stopped making. After 4, they did stop for like almost 10... Was it 10 years? Close to 10 years at the time. And though Home Alone 5 wasn't as good as the others, it was still a good film, regardless. But tell me in the comments below what you guys are going to think of this video and what you think of Home Alone 3. And please don't hate me just because I really prefer 3 over all the others. I just really can't get over this film. It's one of my favorites. Tell me in the comments below what you guys are going to think of this video in general. I'm pretty sure I said that already. See you guys in the next video, which I'm not sure if I have any plans for any videos this week, but I do have plans for the next Movie Memories Monday. But see you guys next time, and God bless to all. You all have a Merry Christmas, especially since it's next week, and next week's episode of this definitely is going to make you excited. See you guys next time, and God bless to all.